Have you ever come across a drama that doesn't just entertain you, but gently wraps around your heart, making you smile through tears, and leaves you thinking long after the credits roll? That's exactly what Japan's new Sunday night drama, Bokutachi no Our House, is doing for viewers right now. Airing every week on Nippon TV at 10:30 p.m., it's quickly becoming a quiet phenomenon. At first glance, it might seem like a simple home comedy, but beneath the laughter, it tells a deeply emotional story about connection, loneliness, and the strange families we build when life doesn't go as planned. As of October 23rd, just before the third episode broadcast, the show has already reached 356,000 favorites on the streaming platform TVer. That's a remarkable number, and it keeps growing every day. But what's more impressive than its numbers is the love and praise pouring in for the cast, the writing, and the warm, human storytelling that this series delivers. The story begins with Atano Geniki, played by the endlessly versatile Mitsuhiro Oikawa. He's a gentle zookeeper, kind, awkward, and full of heart. Geniki is the kind of person who always tries to do the right thing, but often ends up stumbling through life anyway. There's something beautifully real about him, a man who wears his emotions on his face, even when he wishes he didn't. Then there's Saku, played by Tegoshi Yuya, a junior high school teacher who has completely lost interest in both love and life. Once passionate and full of dreams, Saka now moves through the world like a ghost, calm, distant, and quietly broken inside. And finally, we meet Kusunoki Ataru, portrayed by Shiratori Tamaki, just 15 years old, and already leaving a lasting impression on audiences. Hataru is one of Saka's students, a girl who carries a heavy emotional weight behind her smile. She's mysterious, sometimes unpredictable, but always deeply human. Their lives collide in the most unexpected way. In episode 2, Geniki, still reeling from a failed relationship, suggests buying a house to show that his love with his ex-girlfriend, Yoshida, had meaning. But Saku is shocked by the idea and retreats even further into himself. Feeling hopeless, Geniki returns to his apartment, unaware that fate is about to change his life forever. When he opens the door, he finds Ataru standing there, a suitcase by her side, a serious look on her face. Without hesitation, she opens the suitcase to reveal 30 million yen in cash. She looks at Geniki and says, "You want a house, don't you? I'll buy it for you." That moment, quiet, strange, and a little absurd, sets the entire story in motion. As the truth unfolds, we learn that Ataru has been living completely alone. Her father, Jin, remarried and started a new family. Her mother, Tomo, walked out one day and never came back. Left behind, Hataru fends for herself in a small apartment, too young to be alone but too proud to ask for help. Her only request is simple yet heartbreaking. She wants Geniki to pretend to be her guardian whenever her school calls or gets involved. In exchange, she offers him the money. What begins as a strange, almost comical arrangement slowly becomes something much deeper. Together, Geniki, Saku, and Ataru begin sharing a small, imperfect home, and in that home, they begin to heal. It's not a conventional family, and yet, piece by piece, they build something that feels like one. Fans across social media have been calling Bokutachi no one of the most touching dramas of the season. On X, comments describe it as a bittersweet romantic comedy filled with warmth, and a story that doesn't lecture or preach, but instead reaches something universal. And it's true, the show never tries too hard to make a point. Instead, it lets its characters breathe, stumble, and grow, just like real people do. Mitsuhiro Oikawa's performance has been a major highlight. Known for his more refined or mysterious roles, he completely transforms here into a clumsy, lovable man with a quiet sadness beneath his smile. It's a new frontier for him, and audiences are responding with admiration. Many viewers commented, "Michi is so endearing in this role, and even when he's serious, he's comical in the most human way." His chemistry with Shiratori Tamaki, especially in their quieter scenes, has become one of the emotional anchors of the series. As for Shiratori herself, she's quickly emerging as one of Japan's brightest young talents. Despite her age, her performance carries maturity and nuance beyond her years. She can switch effortlessly between being a fragile child and a determined young adult. Fans have said it's hard to believe she's only 15, and her expressions are so real it hurts. And then there's Tegoshi Yuya. For many fans, his casting was a surprise, and maybe even a risk. Known for his upbeat personality and cheerful image, Tegoshi is playing a role completely opposite of what people expect. But that's exactly why it works. With black hair, simple clothes, and a calm presence, Tegoshi shows a more grounded, emotional side of himself. He doesn't overact or dramatize. He simply is a character. Viewers have praised his transformation, saying things like, he shed his old image completely, and his performance is so natural, you forget you're watching Tegoshi. The supporting cast only adds to the depth of the story. Kai Inawaki, Ken Mitsushi, Maki Sakai, Ryohei Otani, and Kumiko also all bring warmth, humor, and subtle tension to the narrative. Even Nagisa Shibuya, relatively new to acting, shines in her role as a counselor, grounding the show with moments of quiet understanding. In the next episode, Saka begins sleeping in his car near Geniki and Hataru's apartment. Soon, he's drawn into their strange household. A zookeeper, a teacher, and a runaway girl. 3 lost souls learning to live together. With the help of their landlord, Ino Kashira, played by Maki Sakai, they begin an unconventional but beautiful life. It's not a flashy story. There are no explosions, no love triangles that feel forced, no shocking betrayals. But maybe that's exactly what viewers need right now. A story that feels real, gentle, and deeply human. It's the kind of drama that sneaks up on you, one small, tender moment at a time. Bokutachi no Ai may not dominate the headlines, but it's quietly becoming a hidden gem of the fall season. A story that celebrates connection, forgiveness, and the beauty of imperfection. And that's what makes it so special. Because sometimes, the best dramas aren't the ones that shout the loudest. They're the ones that whisper softly and stay with you long after the screen fades to black. So if you haven't seen Bokutachi no Ai yet, give it a try. Watch it with an open heart, and you might just find a piece of yourself in its story. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this look into Japan's latest heartfelt drama, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories about the shows and stars shaping Japanese entertainment today. And let us know in the comments which moment from Bokutachi no Ai touched you the most. Until next time, this is JDrama Today, where every story has a heart. See you in the next video.